Good morning, friends. So, I thought I would just tell you guys about why I started um, calling this thing just thinking. Because literally, like, my brain is always thinking. I have a hard time falling asleep because my mind is just rolling on. And my brain is constantly processing on multiple levels different things. And it's kind of a wonder about how some people, like, I'll say, "What are you thinking?" And they're like, "Nothing." Like my daughter's like that. I'll say, "What are you thinking about?" Because she'll be staring off at somewhere, and, "What are you thinking about?" And she'll go, "Nothing." But, like, how do you do that? If you see me staring off somewhere and I say nothing when you say, "What are you thinking about?" that means it's none of your business. But I literally am, like, always thinking about something. And I wanted to do this because I have been, for all my life, afraid to just be exactly who I am. And over the last, like, 7 years, I really feel like the Lord has allowed me a lot of grace and an ability to just be me, like, really authentically me, unfiltered, just me. And so that's why you'll see me on here, like, sometimes my hair is total mess, sometimes no makeup, like right now. I just want to share my perspective of the world and what I think about it. So this weekend, I was thinking about two things: grooming and sheep. And not thinking about grooming sheep, but grooming and sheep. And the two things are totally different. But grooming, like how pedophiles groom people, and thinking about over the course of my life, like grooming is literally just gaining the trust of somebody, but doing it not in a way that is organic. It's not like when you're building a friendship with someone and it's natural. They start talking about something they've been going through, and you're like, "You know what, I've been through the same thing too." And then the two of you have this moment of authenticity with each other, and building a friendship, camaraderie that happens in that moment. Well, grooming is not like that. Grooming is intruding. Someone is intruding on and trying to create, by manipulation, that connection. And I have been in situations where people were using grooming tactics, maybe not necessarily for super nefarious reasons or because they're pedophiles or whatever, but they're using the tools that are grooming, the building of trust, the keeping of secrets, the the giving of gifts, the checking to see how much they can get away with by touching you. And they're trying to walk you down a path that they want you to walk down. And we're not always, really aware. I can remember a time when I was, maybe 13, 14 years old, and, older 26, 27, 28, 29, 30-year-old men would walk up to me and put their finger under my chin and lift my face up to their face and say, just really simple, "You're so beautiful." And that's nice, right? It's so nice. But then they'd add, "You should call me in a couple years." What is that supposed to mean? A couple years? I'm 14, so you're saying 16 is okay. Grooming is not okay. Talk to your kids about it. Grooming can be scare tactics, like somebody trying to physically control you. It can be somebody intruding on your mental, emotional space. That's the one that I've probably experienced the most is somebody trying to mentally and emotionally break into the vault of me. And I was well aware of what they were doing. I didn't have the words grooming, but my insides were like, when you start feeling like somebody's trying to break into your mind and your heart, and you feel like something doesn't feel right, don't discount that, because people who are trying to do that, to be able to have an in, to be able to work and manipulate, they're asking you intrusive questions about how you think about things, what you like, what you don't like, and it's not something you willingly, you don't feel a willingness to give, but they are extracting and trying to get it out of you. If you feel that, that's a red flag. Just saying. So the other thing, look up grooming. Go check it out. I mean, I don't know everything. I just know what I've experienced. So go look up grooming and reflect. Because my guess is that most people have been in situations where grooming tactics have been used on them. And we need to teach our children so that they can recognize that. Okay. And then the second thing that was rolling through my head throughout the weekend was about sheep and goats, to be exact. That not like the term like everybody's been using out in the world about, certain political people are sheep. Not that. I'm talking about actual sheep and goats. And sheep, they have specific behaviors. They stay together. They stay together in unity. They have family bonds. They stay close to one another. Sheep follow the voice of their shepherd, and they relax in the shepherd's presence. They stay away from darkness. They won't go into the dark. They'll stay in the light. So if you're going to lead them into a dark barn, you better turn on a light so that they can see where they're going, because they will resist and they will run from danger. That's what a sheep will do. Now, a goat is totally different. A goat bites to communicate. They use their head and their horns to butt up against everything. They get into things that don't belong to them because they can. They mount up on anything because they will mount up to dominate. And to me, I'm thinking about the difference. Okay, so there's this scripture in Matthew, I think it's 25, that it talks about how at the end time judgment, that it came across this verse, that the Lord was going to separate the sheep from the goats. Don't be goat. Don't be a bully. Don't mount up to dominate everybody and everything around you. And don't bite people when you communicate. Be a sheep, especially if you're Christian, because the Good Shepherd says that my sheep hear my voice. Be a sheep. Okay. Something, like I said, I'm just thinking. Have a great day. Bye.